So I wanted to start out with doing my favorites of the week by talking about some stuff that didn't quite make the cut. Um Not because it was necessarily so bad, but just because of the fact that I didn't think that, for me at least, that it measured up to what I normally expect from it. Um, Fade Out number four. The story was pretty good, but it's kind of losing my interest a little bit, and I don't know why exactly that is. Deadly Class number nine, or number 10, I'm sorry. Um, this story I didn't just really didn't care for. It seems like this whole storyline has kind of gone on a little too long for me. But uh, Names number five. Um, I really enjoyed this, but this issue was kind of odd to me, and I can't really say that I enjoyed it as much as I had everything else. But I'm sure the next issue that'll turn right around. Um, Roche Limit. This is another one that the whole way that this issue went was a little odd to me. I thought we had a forward momentum going on the story, and this one kind of went sideways on that story, and it was still good. Love Roche Limit. Um, Hawkeye versus Deadpool. I'm just I'm just glad that's over. Um, and Escape from New York. Um, I kind of wish that had never started. But anyway, on my faves this week, number 10 was Nailbiter. Um, I really thought that this issue was a lot better than it has been the last couple of issues. Um, Seems like this story is headed forward a little bit. Um, it had some moments in it that I really enjoyed, as far as the whole bus incident and all that stuff went, and this whole instance between the sheriff and Warren seems like it's kind of coming to a head, and that was all pretty enjoyable. Number 9 was The Woods. Um, this issue was good. Um, I thought the art in it was great. Um, it just didn't really seem like it was moving the story forward in the way that I thought it was going to, but still really good. Um, I want to know what people's motivations are for everything that's going on and how exactly it is that this coach is going to go about backstabbing people, because I know it's going to happen. Also, I really like that Adrian is fixing to become a god. That'll be pretty sweet. Number 8 was Apocalypse. Issue 1 on Apocalypse was a little confusing to me. This issue helped to clarify a lot of what was going on. Uh, Thought the art in this was amazing. It was great in the first issue too. In this, that it was so freaking clean. Everything that was going on in this. Um, he explained a little more what's going on with the whole time stream thing, um, and exactly how it is that the time police people figure into that. And I don't know. It was just layers on layers of good. Uh, number 6 was or number 7, I guess, was Shaft. Issue 2 on Shaft. This series is really getting good. Uh, I think by about issue 3 or 4, you're going to have Shaft actually being the John Shaft that we all know from the movies, and you know he's just right in between right now, but he's got too many things that are going on that are going to have to get sorted out. And at the end of this issue, something happened that is, I believe, they're not gonna want to mess with him because, well, he's Shaft, and he's a bad man. Um, Next was Trees. This issue really jumped forward in what's going on between the trees and everything. Plus, we finally got to go back and kind of see what's going on in New York. Seems that the trees are finally starting to attack a little bit, for a story that has just really just barely been moving and just been creeping along this whole time. This issue, they just decided, okay, let's go with the story, and yeah, it was action packed, I thought, um, and can't wait to see where this is going. Whenever it comes back from its little hiatus thing, I'm happy to see that it is coming back. Um, Next was Wolf Moon. I really like this issue of Wolf Moon. I like that we're getting more information on what exactly is going on with the wolf spirit that's possessing these people. That we know how exactly it is to go about killing it now, and exactly kind of what everybody's motivations are for what's going on a little bit better. Um, and yeah, I can't wait to see where this Wolf Moon's going to go. Kind of disappointed that it's only 6 issues because, I mean, I guess that'll make a really good story, beginning to end. And with as much as is coming out from different people this year, I can't afford to have ongoing series really. It's real nice to have that. Um, Coming into my more favorites this week was this issue 3 on Shadow Show was really good. Um, all about Ray Bradbury growing up, and called Live Forever. And you've got this reporter that goes to interview Ray Bradbury, and then all kinds of crazy sci-fi things happen. And this issue is really good. I was kind of concerned because you were coming off the backs of having Neil Gaiman write an issue, and having Joe Hill write an issue, and I was a little concerned coming into this third issue, and it might so far have been my favorite on what's happened with Shadow Show. Uh, Next up, I think that was Birthright, number 4. Um, this issue was real good, but I kind of feel like this story, this issue wasn't. I didn't like near as much as I've liked the first couple of issues. Although it was set up for, I believe, the war that's fixing to happen here, which is going to be amazing. Um, Next, I got Lady Killer, which this book was so good. Uh, you've got this like Avon Avon saleswoman, um, contract killer person that is housewife by day, killer by night, and it was so good. Anybody out there that didn't get a chance to read that, I highly recommend whenever they do a reprint on it, because I'm sure they'll do a reprint on it, picking that up because it was super duper. And my favorite thing that I read this week was Ghost Fleet. This book was so much better. Issue 2 was better than issue 1. Issue 3 I liked better than I did issue 2. And yeah, anybody not reading Ghost Fleet out there, we're 3 issues in, so hopefully you'll be able to get this in trade soon. Um, you could probably even go back, I would assume, and probably find the issues of Ghost Fleet at your comic shop. I think it's funny though that my first 2 comics, my favorite comics this week, were both from Dark Horse, and generally Dark Horse isn't the company that I look to for awesome books, but those were both great. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here and get ready to read my book.